Hey y'all, Grown Black Folks Talk, back out on the climb. This is a brief video. It is a beautiful day. It has been a wonderfully productive, milestone cracking day for me. Just some things that I'm going to be able to do as a creative. I've got a personal walkthrough from the people who are in that next stage, and it was a very good, productive meeting. I now have the wheels greased and everything's paid for, and it's great. It didn't have to be that day today. Because what ends up happening, especially with black women, people are kind of used to the idea. Today is, I believe, International Women's Day. And half the human race has this idea that, they don't want peace, they want problems. And if they got put out, and it's not the whole half of the human race, don't miss the point I'm saying. There's a certain number of people in that half of the human race that wants us to return to mother, big sister mode. And always be available, no matter why it was that we said, no, you got to leave. Or didn't even say it. Take a hint. I'm not dealing with you. It is a courtesy to have it explained. What happens is people sense that you're on the move somehow, and they want to see if they can get a seat for the ride. Here is the issue, especially with a man, but it's also true of a woman as well. But especially with men. If a man hurts you and will come back talking about you have your view and I have mine, and of course he believes his view is right. What people believe is right, they also believe they have a right to do. So, if the person believes they have the right to hurt you because of their intent not being to do that, they also will reserve the right to hurt you again should they feel it's right to do that. The circle back. People come and check and see if you mean what you say. People come back and check and see, okay, they didn't block me out completely. Is there still room? People circle back and test you. Very rarely do people come back humble and truly wanting to do the work to repair the relationship. That's very rare. And sometimes even when that happens, it's too late. Too late. There's a time for everything. When that time passes, sometimes things can't be healed on this side of it, or at least not at this particular time. So, as we come into the spring of the year, and you're getting ready to bud and blossom, I said on another occasion, let there be pure water on the things you're going to grow. Don't poison. Don't open up old wounds. Unless people are coming bringing a salve and bringing something that will heal that by changes in who they are and changes in their behavior, and unless they're showing growth, no. Don't poison your new growth. Don't do it. Let me tell you something. Nobody is indispensable. If you didn't want to watch me, but you wanted hard-hitting black woman conversations, True Mystique is around. Samry Bliss is around. I forgot to mention her in my last shout-out. Just about things going on with black people and also black people internationally with Samry Bliss in particular. Fumi Desalu Void is also out there doing wonderful work, rallying black women around the world, around the diaspora. Shanquella Robinson, what happened to her in Mexico and how they let those 6 killers just be walking around loose. Like, it's cool to just kill a black woman. She's working to get us rallied from around the world, the Pink Envelope movement. But she has hard-hitting commentary. If you want a diaspora point of view, Level Up Single Mom specializes in single moms, but she talks about dignity for black women in general. I am a single woman with no children, but I still find her content very valuable. Woman Chat Wednesdays is always wonderful. My View, My Opinion, and also she has My View on the View. She does wonderful life lessons. She's doing hard-hitting coverage on what's going on with Miss Kim Burrell right now. For those of you who follow gospel music, you may know about that. But she does not just cover these things to cover the gossip. She tries to do the same thing I do. She's an inspiration for me. Let's cover it, but let's learn from it. So if I disappeared or whatever I'm doing is not pleasing to you for a particular time, I've just given you all these other content creators you can go look up. True Mystique, Samry Bliss, Fumi Desalu Void, Black Women Making Money. What's that fourth one? Is that 4? Level Up Single Mom. That makes 5. 5. that you can go hear real conversation about real black woman life. And if you want to hear about black life from a man's perspective, you can go listen to The Beneficial Black Man by Jamil Calpen. You can go look up Tony Gaskins or R.C. Blakes, at least those three, and there are more. But just people that will talk to you about real things and give you some insight. Nobody's irreplaceable. If I disappear tomorrow, your needs can be met. And so you have to have this attitude about mortal people, human beings. We mess up, we drop the ball, sometimes we get very proud and arrogant. But if I leave your life, you're not going to perish. If you leave my life, I'm not going to perish. And that relieves a lot of need to control and hold on to. A lot of that goes away. It allows you to live a healthier life and move on and know that you don't have to leave anybody in, and you do not have to take anybody back. Whoever you need is in front of you. Even if you were 90, whoever you need on the next shift of the nursing, wherever you are, is still in front of you. And if you are a Christian, the Lord Jesus will forever be in front of you and behind you. He's behind you and in front of you. So high, you can't get over him. So low, you can't get under him. So wide, you can't get around him. You must come in the door, as our ancestors put it. He is the beginning and the end, the Alpha and the Omega. So he'll always be out there in front of you as your leader, and a good one. It is a beautiful day in the last days of the winter spring. By the time this next atmospheric river, we may get a video tomorrow, but out here, but by the time this next atmospheric river comes through here, it will be springtime. So this is pretty much the last day of the winter spring. And I'm just going to show y'all what we're working with out here today. That's what we're working with out here today. And I would rather be at peace alone here than to take people back into my life that just think that if I wait long enough, she gonna let all that go. I don't have to fit anything. I don't have to change my view. I don't have to understand the parts of me that hurt her. She's just gonna let me back in. Many have tried. Do I have to explain? Not really. Some of y'all know me. Many have tried. It's not a good way for you to use your time and energy in 2023. And I suggest you get to the point that you have strong boundaries. See, the other thing is, do people a favor. It's still early in 2023. People need to understand that unless they change their foolery, they're not getting anywhere. And one of the reasons the circle back happens so often is because people do their foolishness. They go out there to see what else they can put together, and they can't. Or they go out there and they finally realize something is missing. But they don't want to change while they went out there or were put out there. They just want to come back and let it be what it was that benefits them. We're not doing that in 2023. And it would perhaps be good for you to take that mindset and make sure that as you go forward into the spring, and all the things that you have budding and blossoming come out the way they need to keep poison off your roots, and do not let people dig up old poison and bring it back into your life, so that you can enjoy all the wonderful things that are going to bud out this spring, and have the capacity to deal with the things that inevitably will go wrong. You want to have capacity to deal with things you actually have to deal with. You don't want to be spending capacity on things that are just taking time, energy, and the same old foolishness. Just let it go. Enjoy the last few days of the winter. Winter is leaving. Spring is coming. Keep all foolishness out. Let foolishness stay out of your life like winter of 2022-23 is about to leave and never return. And get on with enjoying and making the best of the remainder of 2023. All right. Y'all have a good day now. Bye.